I'm joined by Eli Hanna from Greater Atlanta Christian, right-handed pitcher and first baseman in the class of 2024. Eli, man, appreciate the time.
Thank you for having me.
So, two-way guy. I want to talk though first about you as a pitcher. I know you got the fastball in around the mid-80s, that slider that the scouts just absolutely love. Talk about the spin rate on it. Do you feel like that right now is your best pitch?
Yeah, most definitely. I know I love sneaking a fastball in, like love blowing it by kids, but seeing that slider cut across the plate, like seeing the nice spin out the hand, and there's nothing better than a swing and miss, especially making a kid look silly. So yes, sir.
Tell me, is that the kind of pitch you feel like you can throw in any count?
Oh yeah. I was infamous with my pitching coach. He said it a lot this year. He was like, if you face Eli Hanna, you're going to get a 3-1 slider, 3-2 slider, and then he'll strike you out with the slider. All three right back to back. Like, don't be sitting on the fastball. So yes, sir.
What are you looking then to kind of amp up a little bit as you go into the senior season? Is there a pitch that you want to focus on? Is there just the way that you conduct yourself on the mound? Like, what's that point of emphasis?
My main thing is just get velo up. I mean, sitting 85, 86, I would love to get like 88, 89, but also work on my two-seam. I've had a big four-seam grip, but I throw a two-seam every now and then, especially to lefties. I love that two-seam and then that change-up overlay. So definitely work on the two-seam a little bit, and then just perfect that slider a little more here and there.
What's the point, the plan then to get the velo up? Is it building the lower half? Is it more long toss? What do you kind of primarily focus in on?
For me, mostly it's going to be about like explosiveness, a lot of plyometrics. I mean, I'm a big weight guy. I do my compounds like bench, squat, deadlift, all that, but like that fast twitch muscle is what I'm going to try to work on, and obviously gaining weight. I'm about 190, 193 right now. Hoping to be at like 205 by the end of the year. So yes, sir.
So as a position player at the plate, I know you got the exit velo into the 90s. Tell me about the mentality. Some guys, when they get it done on the mound, they feel like maybe they have a different approach to hitting than some other guys do. What's that approach for you?
For me in the box, it's like just be as comfortable as you can be. I mean, as a pitcher, my main goal is to make you uncomfortable. Like whether it's changing eyesight, backing you off the plate, throwing something you don't want to see. It's like in the batter's box, it's a completely different game, different mindset. In my eyes, it's like read the spin out the hand and make him pay. Don't chase pitches that you know he's going to want you to chase.
What are you looking for at the next level? Is it to be a two-way guy? Are you primarily focused on one aspect of the game over the other?
I would love to be a two-way. I mean, everyone wants to. It's definitely hard, like getting your reps in pitching, then staying after practice, getting your reps in hitting. But I definitely want to have that aspect of two-way. It's more fun. I mean, obviously pitching's great, but throwing every like 3 days, 5 days, and I just love the competitiveness in the box is my main thing. So yeah, I definitely would love to two-way in college.
Whether it be somebody you try to emulate the game of or just the way that they approach the game, who do you look to at the big league level in terms of guys that you're like, man, that's absolutely how you play the game?
Yeah, I would say, I mean, one of my all-time favorites, Greg Maddux. I love him as a pitcher. But then recently I love Dansby Swanson. I know he just left the Braves, but his like short compact swing, I love his swing path. I love Strider for the Braves. His confidence, I mean, he's the definition of like a wannabe pitcher with that four-seam, that vertical break where it just goes straight up, and then just like that confidence he has on that mound and that swagger. So I would say them. So Strider and Swanson, I mean, iconic Braves players. So that's who I would like to imitate.
All right, I love to see guys show how they do what they do. So I'm going to get you a ball and have you grab your bat and show us your grips and your swing breakdown. Sound good?
Yes, sir. Sounds good. So my main focus in the box, obviously, like I said earlier, is get comfortable, be as comfortable as possible. And for me, that's definitely with my upper half, lower half, getting stable. So I'm a wide base guy. When I'm in the box, especially against higher velo, I'm a no stride. So I've been working it with my coach. The two-strike approach is just here, like we'll load back on the back hip, no stride, get like back in the back hip, and then keep my hands right out in front, keep them loose. It's almost like a Drew Jones, Matt Olson vibe where I keep it loose in front of me. I don't go high, I don't go low here. I just like it right in the middle, like load back. And then I like to see the pitch with my eyes, don't move, no head movement, just so I can see the pitch a little better. So I'll see the spin type and I'll load and hands right through the ball. And so when I go here, it's more like keeping my bat on plane, which I love. keeps the rollovers out of play, and definitely like it catches up on velo. So that's what I like to do. So my main focus in pitching is obviously pitch types is a big thing for me. I've changed it around a little bit. So I obviously got my four seam. I like to go on the other side of the horseshoe. Most people are famous for going like this, but I like this a lot. Get my hands right there. Two seam right here on the baseball. I like my two seam grip a lot. And then with change up, I just do a common circle change. I like to keep it on my fingertips more. I don't like to dig it in my palm or anything. Just keep it like loose. Really feel it off the fingers. And obviously my slider is my go-to pitch, very confident in it. I grip it right here. I try to focus on putting most of my weight on my middle finger, and it's almost like I was told it by my high school pitching coach. Basically, you want to act like when you're going, you want to act like you're turning a speed dial almost on a car radio. So I'll get ready to go and make sure I really get like on the side of the baseball just so it can spin off. And then obviously I have my 12-6 curve. It's pretty good every now and then, so I like to go same grip, just different arm angle and different hand placement. So I'll go straight over the top with it, like right over here, and just let the ball pop out of those fingers. It gives it a good 12-6 true spin, so yeah.
Eli, man, thank you so much for doing that. I appreciate the time. If you're not already, make sure you follow LakePoint Sports on all our social media channels. Hit that subscribe button on YouTube, and you get so many more of the athletes that come here to show out.